Poor Cody. Cody thinking he's gonna finish the story next year at WrestleMania. If you smell! Yeah, and I've seen some podcaster going absolutely crazy over this. And I'm not blaming the guy, no, we all have an inner Mark inside of us. That sounded weird. Has Mark ever been inside of you? What happened to Cody lately, man? He's so memeable. Welcome back to another Greatness of Wrestling subreddit video. 23k members going strong. And you know what to do. You want more of these videos? You want your Coco Jumbo to grow to the moon and beyond? Make sure to click that like button, click that notification bell, and subscribe. How does Rick Boogs make The Rock look tiny in comparison? Well, you're actually kinda right. Must be a lot of mama's milk. To be fair, he's doing this a lot. That was his gimmick for a few months. My man is pumping that muscle. Is it me or did Cody Rhodes make a lot of subtle references to CM Punk? And that happens quite a lot on Raw lately. You either see Cody Rhodes cutting a promo, Sami Zayn cutting a promo on Jey Uso, and everyone is talking about how the locker room is not gonna respect you. It's gonna take a while. It really sounds like they're talking about CM Punk. I think it's possible they're trolling on purpose. And did you hear what CM Punk said? He's a commentator in MMA and he said, I have a lot of free time for a couple of months. And we all know in 2 months we're getting Survivor Series in Chicago. He's either trolling or it's a big tease. Said it before, I'm gonna say it again. I don't care about grown men fighting backstage. I'm a CM Punk mark. Randy Orton was spotted at the Performance Center. People, our hero is coming back. There's a video of Randy Orton entering the Performance Center and acknowledging the fans. My man pretty much told them to stay silent and they posted the video right after recording it on Twitter. The disrespect. How can you disrespect Randy like that? Man, his return is going to hit like crack. I can't wait for Randy Orton's return. My favorite of all time. Now we know the reason why Riddle is not being fired. He keeps getting in trouble, but nah. We ain't gonna fire the guy. First we punt kick him in the head, and then you can leave. He what? I was in OVW with John Cena, and we were wrestling each other. I had a back cold, so I blew my nose in my shirt during the match. I grabbed him and put him in a headlock so that his face rubbed in the snot. Okay, let's move on. The thing with John is, he doesn't react to anything. You could walk up to him and put your cock on his shoulder, and he'll just look at it and do nothing. I've actually done that too. Boys be boys, I guess. I assume, right? It's Randy. Just Randy being Randy. We love Randy. Your thoughts? The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Yes, please. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Well, there's already history. Why not? John Cena versus Cody. An absolute dream match. Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. I think this is almost perfect, but I would also love to see CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. But if it means we're getting John versus Cody, I'm not gonna complain. Jade Cargill being set to go to WWE excites me so much. She has megastar potential. I totally agree with that. She is literally what WWE needs. She's made for the WWE. She has the perfect look. Now, I didn't watch AEW enough to know whether she can wrestle or not, but that's something that will probably improve on. I never thought about that. Out of all Evolution members, Ric Flair has had the most recent match. That's actually kinda crazy. He had a more recent match than Randy. My man literally took a nap during the match. How many stars Meltzer gave the match, by the way? Ripley legit not cleared after the one we shall not name botched return move. I think it's kayfabe, but I wouldn't be surprised. It's kinda her gimmick. Before she was okay with spreading disease, she was spreading injuries in the WWE. Tell me, what was your crush during the Attitude Era? Wait a minute. What is Mark Henry doing here? Okay, that's not fair. You're making it way too obvious. Everybody's gonna pick Mark Henry. Who's on your WWE Mount Rushmore? John Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker. Looks nice, but I would replace The Rock with Vladimir Kozlov. Facts. Pat McAfee return, The Rock return, John Cena appearance, LA Knight appearance, women main evented, Michael Cole looking like a snack. Hear me out. One of these ain't very accurate. The Rock didn't make a return, he made an appearance. Give me some examples of wrestlers that did not look good with a certain title. I'll go first. first. Roman Reigns with the Intercontinental Championship? I don't know about that. I think it looks great. I don't know if it necessarily looked bad, but it kinda looked weird when we got Triple H with the Spinner Championship. Triple H is just not that type of character, right? The fact that this is a real conversation. Bill Simmons suggests that WWE should bring back Test. Nick Khan said, I think Test passed away a couple of years ago. I've heard about that. That's uncomfortable. Probably the same conversation happened when Saudi Prince wanted Yokozuna to wrestle at Crown Jewel. He's dead, pal. Is it me or Brock Lesnar's best matches are David versus Goliath type of matches? Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar, CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles, Brock versus Seth, Brock versus Finn, Brock versus Eddie. You are actually right, completely. I agree 100%. Some of the matches you've just mentioned are some of my favorite matches of all time. That's what I'm talking about. If WWE are going to introduce weight classes, it's not gonna be possible. The next 4 matches for Roman Reigns versus The Rock, Crown Jewel. How come I didn't even think about that? They have a lot of money, and they're not afraid to waste it. This could literally happen. It doesn't even need to be WrestleMania. Would it be better at WrestleMania? Sure, but if it happens at Crown Jewel, we can move on with Cody versus Reigns. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, Survivor Series. I don't think it's gonna happen at Survivor Series, but I do believe there's a possibility CM Punk might make his return at Survivor Series. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that excited for this tag team match. Oh wait, it's a Fatal 4-Way. Well, absolutely. That's a money match right here. Predictable, but who cares with Roman style reign at this point? And of course, Roman Reigns versus Cody at WrestleMania. That's literally the perfect scenario. As much as I would like to see The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, this way we kinda get everything. I can't believe I missed this episode too. The Bloodline storyline just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Nia Jax joins Roman Reigns. Come on, we don't need that. We do not need that. No, I trust Roman. I don't think he wants Nia in the Bloodline. And trust me, this isn't sour grapes, but the fact that Dwayne is in the main event at WrestleMania next year and I'm not makes me sick. You guys are too much. You guys are absolutely too much. Man, the influence that CM Punk had on the WWE, on the wrestling world, is absolutely nuts. How many years have passed? We're still talking about it. Name this tag team: LA Knight and Braun Strowman. That is an easy one. LA Train. The train that only goes to Los Angeles. Yeah, we love the choo-choo. 10 years later. Is it me, or when I'm thinking about John Cena versus The Rock, I kinda ignore their second match? It was kinda unnecessary. I get why WWE did it, but the first WrestleMania 28 match is the one that, you know, I'll always remember. And like I've said many times before, you can't have a bigger wrestling match possibly ever. Running the wrestling business for more than a decade. And like I've said in my previous videos, to me, it's still kinda crazy that they're no longer the new guys. Like, they've been the top guys for almost a decade now, I believe. Who should turn heel? Bianca Belair? Absolutely. Bobby and the Street Profits? They are already heels. Liv Morgan? I don't know, I believe she kinda needs a character change or something, you know, because it's clearly not working, unfortunately. Drew McIntyre? Oh, it's coming and he desperately needs one. I think he should be the one, possibly. I've been thinking about it. Maybe he should take the championship from Seth Rollins. Well, I don't really watch NXT. Xavier? That's weird. Why Xavier? Why not Kofi? Why not Big E? What did Xavier do? What if the Tribal Chief character debuted in 2015? It wouldn't have worked because Roman Reigns wasn't half as good as he is right now. I know people like to say, well, look at how great Roman was. I can't believe we hated Roman Reigns back then. And truth be told, I wish I could say that, but he wasn't good. He was okay. He was fine. In most of the matches, people had to carry Roman Reigns in the ring. It simply wouldn't have worked. Now, if they did it in like 2018, probably. You know, my biggest regret with the heel Roman Reigns character is that we didn't get that heel turn with a crowd. One of the biggest wrestling moments ever was during a pandemic in front of nobody. Sad when you think about it. Finally, I got my new gay car. No, not the gay car. Sometimes I'm wondering, how do we go from talking about WrestleMania to whatever that was? When I search The Great One on YouTube, this pops out. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Subscribe? Don't subscribe. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to test it out. Oh, you liars. You know, people I would honestly sue for copyright infringement. The Rock sometimes be a copycat, you know? He sometimes be a copycat. You know, I chose my nickname when I was like 14 years old. I didn't know any better. I was like, I want something that is about wrestling, but not too much. Because you guys don't know, but previously I was named Mr. Y2J. So, at least that's better. CM Punk was a commentator on C125 show, said that he's got a lot of time on his hands for 2 months. Survivor Series is happening in Chicago in 2 months, by the way. That's exactly what I've said, and I even read reports that WWE don't necessarily hate the idea. Or at least they didn't talk about it in a very negative light. The Great One, a menace for this. Oh yeah, I was going at it. I made Paige change up her act. Look people, she's not playing a heel. We all know that she has a very thin skin. She talked about that before. Someone posted a highlight on Twitter about her talking about how she sometimes even deletes social media because she can't control herself or something like that. Well, anyway, Paige and Nia Jax decided to get jobs. Just like I've said, I wish they dead. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. As always, make sure to join my subreddit Greatness of Wrestling. Like this video if you want more. Subscribe if you already haven't. Thank you so much for your time, The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.